everyone, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet, and in case you didn't get the memo, 2015 is all about the brow. Not all about the base, it's all about the brow, people. Thick, dramatic brows are in. And you know what they say about a girl with big brows? She probably has really good brow products. But Anyway, enough silliness. There's never enough silliness. I have been growing out my eyebrows. I think I got a little bit too tweezer happy for a while, so I have been growing them out, and pretty much it's been since like the beginning of the winter, like around fall, winter or so. I have tweezed them occasionally, but I went through and did kind of like a big tweeze, like the big tweeze. That should be a movie. The big tweeze. No, it shouldn't. So I went through and I kind of cleaned them up, and they're still relatively thin, but they are a little bit thicker than they were. And I have noticed that most parts of my brow have kind of grown back, but there are a few spots that just, I don't think that it's that they didn't grow back. I think they just never were there. For some reason, this area right here, there's like just a few little hairs there, and it always looks like I cut my eyebrow off right here, and I didn't, just so you know. So anyway, I cleaned up my eyebrows. I did a whole like eyebrow tutorial thing. And basically the way that I sort of shape my brows is the same, so I will link that video below. But I have started using a few new brow products, and I wanted to also compare some brow gels. So basically the first thing I do, I've been hearing about this product forever, so I decided to give it a try. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. And if you've heard about this online, if you've actually watched any YouTuber video, you've probably heard about this. I love this. I was using a Maybelline brow pencil that I'd had for years, and I switched to this one, I heard, because it was really, it's very thin, actually. It has I use these all the time. It's like a little mascara spool. I use this to shape my brows. I was using one anyway, so I love the fact that it comes on here, and it's just such a fine little point, and it's so great for defining the brows. I'm using the color Taupe, which actually I'm surprised works really well. I find most brow products tend to be too dark on me. Mainly because, in case you can't tell by my roots, that my hair is not naturally platinum blonde, so my eyebrows tend to be a little bit darker. So I find that Brow Wiz in Taupe actually is a good color on me. But after I sort of define them with a pencil, I've been wanting to try out some colored brow gels, and I tried out a bunch of them. I actually tried to get more, but some of them, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills, Anastasia Beverly Hills, their brow gel in basically their blonde color was sold out at Sephora, so I'm kind of on a wait list for that. But I've fallen in love with so many others, so I wanted to do kind of like a comparison of some of the different brow gels that I did try out and let you know my favorites. And I should probably say this is for blondes because, you know, it's my experience, and most of this I'm basing on color because that's what I'm the most picky about. This one is one that everybody has been going on and on about, and I hate that this is my least favorite. I'm reviewing 4, and I hate this is my least favorite because Maybelline is one of my absolute favorite drugstore brands. But it's a Maybelline Brow Drama, and I have to admit I do like the wand. It's kind of this cool, like if you can see it, it's like fat at the front and thin at the back. I don't know. So I kind of like the way it shapes. It does kind of give a lot of fullness to the brow, so it does give a dramatic brow. But I use the shade Blonde, and this was way too dark on me. Like, I put it on and I was just like, wow. Like, I was like all eyebrows. And that's a common theme with me. So I would say I like this formula if you have darker hair, darker brows, and you have thicker brows because the wand is so big. If you have very thin brows, it's very difficult to have control. So that would be my sort of review. It's not a bad product, but it didn't work for me, but it might work for you. The next one I tried was L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. I did like this, but I kind of knew the minute I picked it up that based on the color of this, it was way too golden for me. It just, when I use like a golden color brow gel, it reads too brassy on my face. I think because my hair is so white. So I like that it's a smaller wand. It gives you more control. I do think it's a good formula, again, but this color was a little bit too dark and a little bit too gold on me. So if you have more of a warm complexion and maybe a little bit darker brows, I would say you can give this a try. The next one I tried was the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is Sephora. Actually, the first two were drugstore products, and the last two are Sephora products. You can buy them at Sephora. It's Benefit Gimme Brow, and I was really hopeful because the color on it is very light. It actually is a very taupey color, even though it's actually called light medium. And it's tiny, so it doesn't take up much space. It'd be great for travel. The wand is itty bitty teeny tiny. It's so cute, but it still was a little too dark for me. I like the formula. I like how it lasts. I like the fact that the wand is small, so it's easy to define. I actually think I have this. I did two different brows. I think I have this on this brow. You can't really tell the difference. It's subtle enough so that, like, you probably from this distance wouldn't be able to tell the difference, but I can tell when I put it on. I put it over on this brow, and it just was a tiny bit too dark. I mean, I'm being really picky about this, but it was just a little bit too dark. So that's why it's not my favorite. My absolute favorite is, drumroll, the Tarte Amazon Colored Clay Tinted Brow Gel. I bought this in taupe, and I am in love with it. I put it on, it's not too dark, it lasts all day, it's got the tiniest wand, so I feel like, I like the tiny wands because I feel like they give you so much more control, and you can always make the brows thicker if you want, but I like to start small and then build from there. So I would say the Tarte Amazonian Colored Clay Tinted Brow Gel, especially if you're blonde, in taupe, is the color to go with. I've heard about I'm dying to try their Brow Mousse in gray, which is going to be more of an ashy color, and I'm dying to try that, but I haven't tried that yet. This was absolutely my top favorite, and this is what I'm using every day. In fact, the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and the Tarte Amazonian Clay, I can't remember the name of it, Tarte Amazonian Clay Tinted Brow Gel. It's the Tarte Amazonian Colored Clay Tinted Brow Gel. The name is a handful, but the product itself, it's small, the wand is small, it's the perfect color. So if you're blonde, I definitely recommend the shade taupe. I cannot recommend this enough. These are like my new everyday holy grail brow products. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear from you. So please leave a comment in the comment section below. Share this video and be sure to check out my blog, everydaystarlet.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.